Fantastic. Well, hello and good evening. Hope you're having a great time, all of you. What an honor. It's quite a treat to be with you, our Hmong community all over the world. And not only I thank you for your commitment and your involvement in the process of Unpassive, but I also thank you for being a good example, a good inspiration for all of us. I want to thank for my two brothers, Michael Williams and Chris Johnson. We are from three different mothers, but we're still brothers. And we, a while ago, Michael brought up the Hmong community and he praised them. He told me to pay attention. They're worthy of giving support, and he's still doing that, and I appreciate it. Nothing but perfect comes from Mr. Williams, as we know. And today, Chris Johnson told me these people are incredible. They're professional. You need to come. Thank you, Julie. Thank you for all those who spoke ahead of me. And it's definitely a very, very inspiring place to be in. Thank you so much for your time, for your professional appeal, and the really good representation for Unpassive. I'm actually excited. I'm learning here. I'm on the move. I'm not quite settled with my time, but I thought I should really do my very best to at least come and say hello and greet you and thank you for what you're doing. Thank you all. If I may add, I really don't want you to get all distracted by the mechanics, by the details, by the terminologies and all the complex stuff, whether it's AI, whether it's KYC, how we do this and how we do that. I just want you to understand we're not a traditional company. We have a very unique approach. I'll explain that if you allow me in a few, and maybe you take the time to repeat that in any language you want to do. I'm going to share my screen, and maybe I like to doodle sometimes. It's a crutch for me to not to focus on the words, but rather on what I'm trying to convey with you. As you like, no problem. Thank you so much. All right. What I'm trying to say is most companies, and I'm going to give you some examples in details to make it more comprehensive. Okay, so they have this approach. Let's take the example of an IT company or a computer company, whether it's Dell or Gateway, you've heard of those. And their approach is we want to sell technology. Okay, this is the speed of this processor. This is the size of our screen. This is the quality. You should buy one. And it doesn't succeed always. We have another approach like Apple, for example, the company. They say we have something beautiful, simple, very friendly. It's unique. And it happened to be a computer. And it happened that we are a computer company. So it's not exactly what they're doing or the why and what they're doing. I'm sorry, the what and the how they're doing it. It's more the why. They decided to provide something rather unique. It happened to be a computer company. Same thing here in Unpassive. Most companies, they have it outside, inside. All right? And this is the what they're doing. And I'll give you an example. Everyone on the planet know what they're doing. Everyone, at least, they know what they're doing. Fewer people know how they do it. Very, very few, they understand why they do it. In unpassive, we do it inside, outside. We understand exactly why we're doing what we're doing. And then we figured out the how and the what. So we don't want to say, this is a webinar system that gives you unlimited capacity, and this is a software that is faster, cheaper, this or that. That would be a car salesman approach, which is typically, most people do it that way, uninspiring. This is a car, this is how much it runs per mile on the gas, and this is how much it costs, this is why you should buy it, or at least we should buy one. This property, it's located here, it costs this much, you should buy it. Uninspiring. When on passive, this is not what we're selling. We want to make a difference, we want to touch so many lives, and we have like an infinite aspiration and ambition to really make an incredible, significant impact. It just happened that we are an IT AI company. So we don't want to focus so much on the mechanics, and what we're doing today might change 20 years from now, 10 years from now. It's just the vehicle, the tool that we believe it is more productive to use AI and technology to do the things that we don't want to do every day. The exact replication of AI, this is already happening, and the unpassive concept. You mind your own life, just go about your life, and every Monday and Thursday there's a new website designed for you on your behalf, completely passive. Unpassive work, unpassive technology. Ultimately will turn into multiple websites a day. That's exactly the approach. Now, if you're doing that for whether 1.5 million customers or 5 billion, it's the same concept. That's exactly our point. Why should we spend so much time on things that we can replicate and use technologies and machines and AI to take care of the repetitive work and have all the predictive decisions on our behalf? It's just much faster. Of course, it's more secure because we minimize what we call human errors. So it's definitely a good how and what we're doing. But the bottom line, you want to focus on the core of why we're doing this, why we're different, why we're unlike any other IT AI company. We completely understand why we're doing this. We have a higher cause, a higher drive, a higher purpose. So why anything comes out from Apple, because we understand is just they're different, and we developed that trust, obviously, and it just happened to be a good computer. Did you know that Dell company, which is the largest computer manufacturer as of now, and it happened that they tried to do the MP3 or the what is that by Apple, iPod, and people said, why would we buy it from a computer company when we bought the most from another computer company, that is Apple? Gateway also tried to do the flat touch screen as well. Nobody bought one. AWS, they do what they do. As Michael said, they will host your website or any data. They will charge you a good amount of money, but uninspiring. It's just an option. They deliver your packages, and they don't own anything, not a product. So it's not so much about why they're doing what they're doing, some companies. But if a company does it in such a way that is, we believe in what we're doing, it's unique, and doesn't matter the mechanics or the details, it's more important why they do it and why they do what they do and where they want to go. So that's what I want you to focus more on, the cause, the higher purpose of OnPassive. It's completely human and it's completely to make an impact. We didn't go and say, this is the best way to generate income, whether for you or for the company or for any individual. We didn't go about that. We said, we believe we can make a difference. We believe we can enable so many lives. We can believe, I mean, even when I heard Bridget, very inspiring, by the way, she can revive her father's dream, and we claim it even after he's gone through OnPassive. That's not just a traditional business, buy software or sell software. No, it's about enabling people to have that hope again and go after their dreams, no matter how old they are, how big they are. Very possible. And that is not a typical business. When you touch the heart of so many millions before you ask for the hand, that is not a traditional business. So take it from the way that we are not a business, not to really get confused, and even if you don't understand all the mechanics, that's fine. You just want to flow and walk this journey with us. There's a higher purpose you would achieve more than just having a website, a business, a software. Even if you don't use the software, even if you don't understand why, even if you don't buy it or you cannot afford it, that's totally fine. You still will succeed because you have joined this movement. Okay, I really don't want to get into actual business details today. I didn't plan that. I think, though, it is more fair when everybody's in, present, like maybe on Thursday, I believe we will be given more general information, but I thought I just want to thank you. I want to say that you really are on the right track. You will be very successful regardless of how much you know or what level of knowledge you understand about technology and the software. And it's the good news OnPassive will have an area that you will probably relate to. If it's not so much the softwares or AI, there will be different phases ahead that you will be more engaged with. So not everything for everyone, but you will find something that you're passionate about in OnPassive. But I think we're all connected in that center, which is the why we're all here. That's more important.
Mr. Ash, can I ask you a question?
Why not two? Don't be limited.
I know that you work so hard. You work so hard tirelessly. Now, how many minutes or how many hours or how much time do you see your little boys?
They're constantly with me. I wish, anybody can send me a cage. Okay, most of my, but I did it by design. I wanted them. I wanted a business and a lifestyle where I can see them the most. Where when they grow, and they're not going to even recognize I'm their father. But thank you for that question. So I think as long as they depend on me, I want to structure a lifestyle where they can spend most time with me. I take them with me most of my business appointments and all of that, and obviously I work from home also a big chunk of the time, but But again, we focus more on inspiring people. They're involved. They give me ideas. They love OnPassive. They know the name. They know the founders, and they know what we're doing. They even at the very young age, without explaining, they understand we're not about a transactional business format. We are really trying to make an impact and achieve the unachievable through OnPassive. I believe it's necessary for them to witness what's happening, so they will carry on that legacy, and they will invent with their generation what yet to come. And that's why I don't look at people that are, with a high profile, skilled and many years working in this company and all that. That doesn't really impress me in a way. I look for people who really believe in what we're doing, and they know why we're doing it, and they just say, I'm going to be a part of this, even I don't get paid. I love what's happening here, and I want to be a part. Those people become my heroes. Okay, 1 second, please. Hello, India. We are talking to the Hmong community. 1 second, I need to address the comments of Simon here. Very nice of you. But I agree with you. We believe in our message is more important than most presidents, and I'm not into that. I just for sure we look better than them. That's a done deal. Yeah, and I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about all of us collectively. Here is what I really want to add on to what you said, Simon. Thank you for that. But it's not about me, okay? It's really about what we're doing to enable everybody, to make them unique. Everybody's the hero. Everybody's the hero. Everybody. That's why everybody give their domain name. That's why don't worry about the mechanics. We can do that. And I'm really, really, after getting the most potential from every customer, founder, or human being. Just think about it. Go with me. Close your eyes for a moment and just go. You and I will sit down on the terrace of the moon from just a little bit the outer space, and look to that beautiful, bright, amazing planet Earth. You're going to see two colors, green and blue. And I guarantee you're not going to see one flag, one language, or one border, or one political party, or none of that. You're going to, no religion. You're going to see one beautiful, gorgeous, and we know that human beings are there. That is the best race, one race, all right? So that's how I want you to look at it. We're all really connected. It's a beautiful thing. We have different features. Our appearance could fluctuate, which is a blessing. But at our heart, we're humans, and we really want to get the most in the very short time that we are on Earth, or we have this lifespan given to us. It's not that long if you look at it. So how can we make a difference and make sure those who come after us, they're not blocked by our actions? Quite the opposite. We want them to be inspired, enabled, and have no cap or capacity limitation to how far they can go and how much they can achieve. That's our duty. That's our obligation. I believe in the short life that we will be here, which is not a very long time, things are going to change because of OnPassive, the impact of OnPassive. Many shelved, frozen, or forgotten dreams will be back on the table, and we'll revive them and make them happen together. So many communities, unforgotten communities. It's like this life or earth belongs to some and not all of us. That is so wrong. We want to make sure that this is a fair opportunity for everyone and anyone. All right? And we don't even blame those who misbehave. One day they will get more rational. All right? It's not worth it to occupy our time with any of those distractions or negativity. We forgive, we move on, and there's so much we can do, but only together in love and harmony. And we're just using the Passive platform as the vehicle, but it will broaden, it will be broader and will be broadened beyond the digital eco and the platform that we're talking about as of now. In a short time, we will be talking about other industries, complete different sectors in a very short time. All right? And we will flip them around because there's a better way to do it. We thought it, and we thought so, and that's what drives us. What makes somebody that sleep less or eat less or whatever, you know, their basics, okay, but yet they're driven, they're constantly passionate. And some others who sleep, let's say ordinary, okay, and they just have a set, fixed life, but yet not as driven, not as passionate about what they're doing, and they're not making any impact. Yeah, they're probably making a living. I don't think life was just about making a living. I don't think so. All right. So if we just get in life and leave and make no impact, leave no impact, physical, touchable impact, then we failed as humans. So I want to make sure any one of you here get the maximum potential within. You do have potential. I don't know it, maybe. I know some of it. But you do have a potential. You need to revive it and go after it. We're with you. Use the platform or finances or the tools or at least the mindset. There's a brain, okay, which is the muscle, the organ that we all have, and there's the mind. I just want to work on that mind. All of us can really beyond what initially was predicted for our lifetime. Okay, you're going to have this track, get on it. We'll see you after you pass. It's all predictable. Wrong. We're going to change that. But thank you so much, Simon. That was really beautiful what you said. And I do believe you're the same. That's kind of you. And you will go as far as you dream.
You are always welcome, Mr. Ash Mufari. Thank you so very much.
Indeed.
May God bless you.
You as well.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ash. Thank you so much again. You know that we love you, and we always.
How do I know? I didn't know that. You have to tell me.
We're just so grateful for you.
I'm just having a good time with you. Yes, absolutely. You're very kind. But this belongs to all of us. I'm not like claiming ownership or position, none of that. Put that aside, okay? It's what we do all together here, right? So we're equally involved in this. We're in this together.
Thank you. We do have 3 more questions left for Michael or
Sure.
for anyone, okay? And then we will move on.
Well, just to let you know, Michael, he knows AI, and I had a brain made of AI, and he just happened to hack it. So he knows everything I know and a little bit more. All right? So sometimes I wonder, is he living with us? Okay, he knows stuff that I'm still thinking internally about it, but I guess common sense. Or at least he knows how I think.
I think you should put him to work, Tabitha. So he's more than capable of answering those 3 questions that you have.
Yes, I believe, you know, Mr.
Then
Ash.
we have to change the poster, the one in the background. Where's my picture? I didn't get paid for that, Michael. Just pass that.
Yeah, yes. So here's the question. So we learned that from the last time you spoke to us, our CEO, about All Connect. That All Connect will be completed by October 15, and many people hope that we will have our own All Connect to use and no longer use Zoom. So, yeah, is that how we understand that it's coming soon for us?
Yeah, that's a fair question. I think, because we're not giving you information, I'll be happy to address it here. And I just wonder, how are you going to answer that, Michael? Say I was not here. Okay. I'm glad I came. Thank you.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah, because it is no new information. Obviously, I can just emphasize or remind everybody, yes, everything is on track. If this makes you happy, we tested this platform already on 100 users, but multiple sessions at the same time. We already achieved the unlimited factor. Unlimited users, meaning we can have everybody on Earth, not just in OnPassive, using OConnect at the same time as of today, up to 100 users with no problem, all right, as of now. Now, we still have a good time, and our time is a very long time. To scale this, remember, we scale it, make sure there's no, technical issue or safety or security issue, and then we go to the next level. So now we're working on that scalability, and Michael touched on the data center. That was a necessity. We're blessed we have that. So it will allow us to go unlimited attendees. So if every one of us here go ahead and open an OConnect right now, an OConnect session, they will host 100 attendees, video conference, all of the features we know at the same time without a blink. But we're not even in September. So, given the time and continuing the testing and examination, we will achieve where you can go to 20,000, 10,000. It's unlikely we're going to start with that. Most people don't have that following or fellowship, day one. But over time, if somebody want to have a mega event of, say, 1 million, 2 million, eventually much larger than that, as a company, we will be able to do that. And the way it works, eventually, okay, this is as a user, but also you're going to be an admin. So you would have the ability to have multiple accounts, which is mind-boggling. Okay, so as of now, if you think about Zoom, we are all users, but OnPassive is working on the next phase where you can be an admin, meaning you can control several sessions at the same time from one centered account. This is called super admin, all right? So which Zoom doesn't have it. But also want to confirm that we have features that will surpass and will be superior to any webinar platform at the moment. And we are, having great features. They are AI-based, and they will make it much easier, more fun, and it will encourage people who never thought ever they would have or conduct a webinar or a video conference session. They never thought of doing that. But OConnect is so simple, so inviting, that I believe everybody would give it a shot.
Okay. Okay, my name is Zain, Ali, Atlanta, Georgia. I got one question. You can explain about mini packet, and is there a time limit for us to pay the packet we choose, which is our second payment?
No, that's a simple question. There's no time limit for paying the fees. It's there anytime you activate it, you will have it. And for the second payment, it will depend. There's the different products, different services, okay? Some will be completely free for life. Some will be monthly. Some will be one-time payment, meaning as you order them. Some will be annual. So for example, a simple example, the founder position is an annual subscription or membership. Okay, so there's some would be monthly, some one time, some free, some will have a trial, 1 week, 2 weeks, and so forth. But if it's monthly, obviously, you're not going to lose that. If it's not paid on time, it just will not be active. So it will probably be pending and all of that. Our goal, Zhang, is not to have any penalties or sort of punishment or aggravation for our customers. We have obviously enough demand on what we have. We're not worried about sales and all of that as long as they use what they need, and there's no life or death based on the utilization of the products. If they're unable to activate it, that's fine. We'll catch up when they can. Nice and easy. Does that answer your question, Mr. Zhang?
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. So you want to look at it, it's an open marketplace. You shop at your convenience, okay? It's open 24/7, anytime. Get what you need. You don't have to get anything that you don't need, okay? And you're going to be fine.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Mr. Ash, I think you're tired, so we're going to let you go, right?
Yeah. I think if we can just, we have to be mindful of our CEO's time, Tabitha. So we do have a webinar coming up tomorrow, and he has more work to get done tonight.
Yeah.
Sure.
So let's keep that in mind.
So we're going to let Mr. Ash go and get some rest, and we will be able to join him again on September 1st.
Wow,
Okay.
that's a beautiful month.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
September.
So I'm going to say a couple words, and then I would like Julie to say a couple words, and then we'll let Mr. Ash go and get some rest, and we will continue what we have.
Thank you so much, brother, for being here. I know you have bigger fish to prepare, bigger fish to fry. I know there's a lot, and I know you're not going to sleep because you have a long list of things that you have to talk with our tech team. We appreciate you very much. I have to remove you because if you're not leaving, we still have questions coming on. But
You're my escape. Okay, it's like I take you as a escape from the pain. You're fun to be with, but I'm gonna go back to the usual, which is okay.
Thank you so much for being here.
I love what I do.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
Have a good night, everyone. I look forward to seeing you soon, and keep up the great work. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.